Alright, what is going on, everybody? Hopefully everybody can hear me. Let me make sure that the music is quieter than I am. I do think everybody should be able to hear me now. Turn the music down a little bit. We are starting with our Family Ties COD Black Ops 7 Kickoff LAN. First matchup of the day on your screen. Going to be K9 versus the Joystick Junkies. Joystick Junkies is going to be comprised of, let's see, Hoffy is going to be the captain, Novo, Droopy, who's going to be playing under Checked, and Big Tink, who's going to be playing under Sack. And it looks like they are getting map 1 started. And I didn't go over K9, but Isaac is going to be the captain on that roster. And I'm not exactly sure what the rest of the roster is. We're going to have to wait for the game to load up here so that I can get that to you guys. But let's hop right in with map number 1. Make sure my game capture is choosing Call of Duty. There we are. So, teams not necessarily on the right teams. Maybe going to get a switch going in. All right. And it looks like they're not going to restart the map. So you had a player late from each side. It looks like they're going to keep it that way. Checked, does it? I'm sorry. Who did I just figure out was on Check's account? We have this. Droopy is Checked. Big Tink is Sack. And Kraken is APOC. So, we're looking at Droopy as Checked. But let's go ahead and hop on board with another one, Kraken, playing on APOC's account. Let's see what you can do, soaking up some time here so far to lead. If you are the K9, the great start, so juicy. Not missed that much. His first gunfight, gonna go the other way. Isaac, though, 4-0, getting his team a hot start to this map, and not only that, but getting his team a rotation to the second hard point. So gets slid on by Hoffy with another. That's going to be Novo following him up, but he does get taken out by the nade. APOC holding strong, but he does get taken out. Swizz last man alive through the punt. Does find one though. Buys enough time for his teammates to come along through the pinch and clean up those kills and still control, staying in favor of K9 right now. Joystick Junkies gonna have to break into this one, try to get themselves back into this too. They still get taken out. Trades going back and forth. And you find another big 2 kills between him and Pepto Juicy. Still maintaining this time, keeping all these players spawning in the back. Number 7 though does get a spawn out there, and as you can see, he's gonna elect to just lick his wounds and move on towards that P3 hardpoint. Go ahead and set up there on that dojo head glitch. So you have Isaac holding about this last 10 seconds. The rest of his team trying to look towards that rotation, but number 1 gonna be caught in an awkward position, maybe between 2 players, does get shot in the back, so set up on new is gonna be the side of the Joystick Junkie, Sack, trying to clear out the back for his team. He does have some players spawning on him, but is he gonna get the timing? He's not. He's actually gonna get up. Right, pulls that up. He's gonna get shot in the back, and so a break maybe coming in here for K9 already. 18 seconds into this P3, no time really gained there if you are the Joystick Junkie. Not a fantastic start to the map as the lead continues to go the way of the side of the K9s. And, I mean, you know what? I wasn't doing it that well last week in our tournament, so let me go ahead, and while I'm thinking about it, let's go ahead and do a listening with the Joystick Junkies right now. Let's see, let's find them here. Get in with this team, and not the Joystick Junkies, I apologize. We're going to go ahead and hop on since they do have the momentum right now.
In the back.
One on.
Yeah, we need to make a push here.
One clutch left, I'm nading in. I threw it over.
On the balcony. Okay, let's go.
One in. In front of. He's in that little.
Yeah, I'm watching your guys' back. Keep holding that. Kev, push up. Yeah, he's in main lobby. But he hasn't pushed.
One more outer.
Look your outer, Kev. There's no one there.
Armory.
Someone said main lobby. It's all good. It's all good.
I said I got killed from main lobby. Dead. Watch this old push.
There's one on you.
Yeah. Got my cross?
Dead one heady. 2 on heady.
Yeah, I hear you.
I'll hit him flank.
Half you one shot.
Here.
One's flanking from old.
Yeah, watch your flank. Watch the flank. Hey, crack him.
Stack weak right side. I died. I spawned P2.
Swiss behind you, weak.
Yeah.
One's still on flank.
Oh, one. Bro, there's two there. Coming from mid.
Nice.
Watch that
Yeah,
mid, huh?
watch that.
Mid,
Yeah.
Mid hut.
So let me jump in hill.
I got it. So I did.
Two in the lobby.
Half you one shot in lobby.
Right here.
I stunned out. Bump through.
Hey, I'm trying.
Side jump.
Watch.
All right, that was a great listen-in with the side of K9. I mean, a little bit frantic, you know, early in the tournament. LAN is a setting most people not used to, so, you know, maybe just having a little bit of those, you know, early game jitters. Not necessarily that these guys aren't going to be prepared for it. They are going to come in form. As you can see, they are up 60 points, so obviously no issue there, but you can see a little bit of frantic voices in their comms. You can kind of hear that, and so you got to think it's just them trying to get themselves locked in, because right now they are up 156 to 84, just dominating the opposition. And I thought maybe you'd have the chance to go into a listen-in with the opposite team, but I don't want to ruin their focus, especially when they're down this much. So we're going to hold off on that. And if they start to brew a comeback, maybe we'll hop on board with them. But right now, it looks like K9 looking pretty solid. I also did want to apologize at the beginning of that first listen-in there. I did forget to unmute the listen-in sound. So there was about 20 seconds of silence. I ended up fixing it. You guys got a good 30-second, 40-second listen-in from the team. But so far, great moves out of Isaac. Great. Almost got that kill there. Trying to style on him, Novo. Coming through the mid. He's trying to contest this time. They're trying to stop the bleeding. If you are the side of the joystick junkies. Joystick junkies really struggling to start this map, slaying heavily in favor of K9. And Isaac continues to feast 25 and 11, adding on to his scoreline. But not only that, you've got Kev So Juicy, you've got Kraken on the account of APOC. Both of them, not only are they going even, Kraken right now on a 6 streak, having himself a 7 streak make it, but he's got a minute 34 in time. And on top of that, you got Swizz, 11 and 16, a minute 40 in time. So you have those players that are just doing the grunt work, doing all the work that they need so that Isaac can roam free and have that 26 and 12 stat line. Kev So Juicy as well. 17 and 14, but every time you see them on rotation, Kev So Juicy in the back line somewhere trying to make a play just like that. So great plays out of all 4 players here on the side of the K9s. And let's see if they can close it out here. Now a clean setup if you are the side of the joystick junkies. Let's see if they can turn this into some momentum. Let's see what Novo does here. If he's able to find the kill, they should be able to get some solid time. But he does get taken out fairly early. And it looks like Pink is going to have the teammate coming in. But he's going to play his life and he's going to get a kill. He's going to be able to keep some more this time going in their favor. But now, this last 10 seconds, you really don't want to go to the side of the K9 because it'll just put them ever so closer to that victory. And Isaac, 30 kills on the map, 10 more than anyone else in the lobby, having himself a day, slaying firmly in favor of the side of K9 and Kraken on the account of APOC. Also putting in some work with that AR, that 7 streak, bringing his stat line up to about that 22 and 20 mark, and that's exactly what you need. And on top of that, minute 40 in time from a player like that, just to let your player in Isaac go off for the squadron. There you go, Isaac. Can he find another 2? Almost a nasty one, but Tink shuts it down, 22-21. And Tink, not necessarily the person you expect to carry, but right now doing the best on his team. So you wonder if these guys in Hoppy and Novo are going to try and step it up here on the side of the Joystick Junkies. They do have a chance. Both of those guys, great competitors, and you do expect them to both have a little bit better performances there in that map 1 if you want to look at winning it. But however, could just be a good map for K9. Might be their preferred map. The game did just come out, so we don't know which teams are good at what maps yet, which players feel comfortable on which maps, and maybe the, you know, pool play draw there just happened to not work in the favor of the side of the Joystick Junkies. 250-139 going to be the score for that map 1. Let's hop back on over to our new maps and modes screen. Map 1, a convincing victory for the K9s, and I will say this K9 logo is not yet finished. I didn't have the time to polish it up yet, last night, add in some highlights and some depth, but I'm liking the way it's turning out so far. I think it looks pretty good. And on top of that, the squadron, Isaac's team there looking pretty great. 250-139 gonna be the score of that map 1. They're gonna go up 1-0 in the series, and I mean, right now, looking pretty solid out of them. I expect them to close this out in 2 after such a strong map 1, but you never know. Like I said, it could just be a map thing. Could be possibly that the side of I can't even think of their team name. Joystick Junkies. I'm looking right at it and I couldn't even think of the team name. But I would think that the Joystick Junkies maybe just you know, weren't partial to that map, and they might have a good bounce back here on the S&D. So we're gonna have to see. But in this 3-map set, we're looking at Raid coming up next, and then an Overload on Scar. Interesting set of maps. I actually don't think I've seen Overload on Scar. I didn't know that that was actually a map set. I thought it was just Den and Exposure. What was the third one that I thought it was? I thought that there was another one besides Scar. I guess I did know it was Scar. Interesting, though. I will say, I know that they want less returning maps, and that's why Raid is only in Search and Destroy. It's not in Hardpoint and all that. But I will say, I do think that it would be cool to see like Raid Overload. I haven't played it, so I don't know how it plays. It probably doesn't play that well, considering it's not in the map pool. But you know, new game mode on an old map may just. Oops, sorry about that. May just change the style, the way the map is played up, just enough to, you know, make it fresh for everyone, even though it is an old map with the new game mode. But I mean, you know, they decided to keep it out. I'm assuming it's probably not that good. But it does sound like we are loading into our map number 2, Raid, Search, and Destroy. Let me know in chat who you think might take this one. Right now, 250-139 in the hardpoint, 1-0 in the series for the K9s. And K9 looking solid in the respawns. Let's see what they can do in the search as we switch on over here. Give me just 1 second. There we are. It looks like, luckily for us, the teams did stay on the same side of the map. Not a worry there. And Isaac does get the first blood onto Novo. Had a great first map, starting off with a great second map, but checked. Tink finds the kill on to Swizz, I think it was, but Kraken with the trade makes it a 2v3. Now a 2v2 as Isaac does get taken off bomb. Kevso, Juicy, and Kraken up against Tink and Pompey. Tink just playing towards that basketball court, trying to cause a distraction, but Kevso, Juicy kind of reads that. He kind of understands what's going on when Tink jiggles back and forth. He knows they're trying to just buy time for Hoffy to make a play. He reads that play perfectly and gets the kill on to Hoffy. And now Tink, nothing to do, just gets taken out. And now a round 1 victory for the Canines after being up 1-0 in the series. Let's see what they can do to try and close this one out. Hope everybody at home is staying warm on this NFL football Sunday. Let me know in the chat who you're rooting for. I'm sure most of the people in the chat, Bengals fans, so they're not playing today. But actually, did I just see a sniper? It's Swizz with the sniper. I want to peep this, but it looks like he's actually not going to get any action. Kev So Juicy takes a dive. How much did Novo pay him? 2v3 very quickly. And now a bomb plant coming in. Very difficult situation. Swizz and Kraken. Kraken, first man up, doesn't get the kill, and now Swizz all alone with the sniper. Can he find one? He does. Quick scope on to Tink right there. Makes it a 1v2. If he can find another, this round could be his, but this player laying in wait, super close in that corner. Can he line them up here? Both players trying to peek him. Man, he just had to take the shot there. It looked like he had the shot lined up. And Make-A-Lution, I apologize. We appreciate, obviously, the 10-month streak in the chat. Appreciate all our subscribers at the FT COD League. Shout out Mako. And shout out his stream. We know he's consistently streaming every week. So go check him out if you haven't. Let's see who we should hop on board with. I kind of wish we knew about a sniper. And it looks like, oh, we've got a sniper. Jake Novo gonna peel the cap off of Isaac's head. First blood going to the Junkies. Trying to roar back in this S&D. A great first blood there to kick it off. What can Sack find through this middle, though? Looks like they're just going to retreat. And it looks like number 5. And I apologize. I'm just missing action. Hoffy does die, but flanks coming in. Trades coming in. Leaves Swizz in a 1v3. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to capture those. He doesn't check the right corner, though. Checks the opposite. And does get taken out. So a 2-1 lead for the Junkies. 3-1 so far for Tink on this map. And Tink did have a great first map. Did not play bad in the first map. So him stepping up is huge for this Junkies team. Sorry, I just spilled something. A little distracted, but I got it cleaned up. Spilled a little liquid. However, like I was saying, if you are this this roster of the Joystick Junkies, Tink, you know, having himself a good first 2 maps of this tournament. And Swizz wanted the second, does get traded by Novo with the sniper, makes it a 2v2, trades back and forth. Hoffy does take out Kraken. Another peek from Novo with the sniper. He's going to get traded out, and now Hoffy, last man alive for his squad. It looked like he also had the sniper in the back pocket to pick it up from Swizz. Trying to peek onto the bomb, not able to do it. Almost a disgusting kill onto Isaac, just playing his life as long as he can, but the fuse gonna go down. Kev So Juicy gets his dome peeled as well. What a round out of Hoffy, the 1v2. And so Isaac not gonna be able to find the kill. A 3-1 lead, trying to fight back into this one. If you are the side of the Joystick Junkies. Checked his Droopy, not Tink. Oh, checked his Droopy. Tink is sacked. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, so correction. Checked his Droopy. I mixed those up. Tink is sack. Still Tink 2-1. Droopy also doing well. Like I said, still though, when you look at this Joystick Junkies team, Hoffy and Novo are the two you look at that you think they stand out here, and so far, Droopy still playing really well. Isaac, an aggressive play. It looks like Bomb Plant going to come down quick. First engage might be Tink here. Jack. Or Tink, I'm sorry. Almost finds the kill on the Kraken. Kraken does get taken out. The Swizz through the backside. Finds one. Can he find the second on to Hoffy? They have this info now, but Hoffy kind of stuck in between a rock and a hard place. Now last man up. Going to be Novo 1v2. Going to jump right over the head of one of the players. So he's not going to be able to find the kills. Another round for the side of K9. Back and forth we go in this S&D. Still advantage. Going to be to the side of the Junkies. Isaac here on a 2 streak. Still trying to close this series out. Still a chance to as well. Early deficit in this search and destroy. And I mean, it looks like they're just going to completely misinterpret. Nobody goes towards that B side. It looks like Tink. I mean, I'm sorry. Who's on fucking Apoc's account now? There's too many people on different people's accounts. Kraken had a free line of sight onto the bomb planter, but did not take the shots when needed. So the bomb plant does go down. Not only that, but they do take out one of those players, 2 of those players, making it a 2v4. You got to play with the sniper nearly, with the collateral, almost a 2-piece as well, on the Kev So Juicy. And Novo just does enough to get Hoffy a little bit of breathing room. 2v1, but Kraken reads the money push, and he's going to get taken out. A 4-2 lead. I'm sorry, actually, 3-3 tie between these two teams in the map 2. So far, very back and forth in the search and destroy. The respawn, if you missed it, very one-sided in favor of K9, who is now 1-0 in the series. Made some new updates to the overlay. Still aren't completely finished, but you guys can check out that score down at the bottom. Unfortunately, we're not going to have the webcam. I'm sorry. This push going very quickly towards it. The A side. So the gunfight's going down at B. But first kill going to be over towards the side of the laundromat. Isaac finds the first blood. Gets in that corner. He's just going to tuck it. Let his teammates plant. No over-eager, overzealous plays if you are the side of the K9 just playing this calm and collected. And Kraken, maybe not in the most safe position, but he does find one, and his teammate with the sniper. That's going to be Swizz trying to follow up, but he's going to miss the shots. The pistol coming out. Hits a lot on that, but not going to be able to finish the kill. Going to have to back out of that one. And it looks like he's going to find another one onto the bottom of the driveway. The no-scope would have been sick, but not able to find it. 17 seconds left, only 10 to defuse. I'm sorry. Who's on checked account? Whoever's on checked accounts in Novo, find the kills. They can't, and so 4-3 lead for the K9s. Joystick Junkies, 2 rounds away from losing their first pool play 2-0. And so, what do they answer back with if you are the side of the Joystick Junkies on offense here? Gonna have to get the bomb down maybe. Gonna have to try and secure this round. Going down 5-3 would be a huge blow, especially knowing that you would have to come back and win 3 straight just in order to stay alive in this series. Hoffy with an aggressive play up towards Laundromat. He's going to be just right under this player, under the window. And neither of them are going to peek each other. But Hoffy finds a gap, gets through the backside. He's going to be able to shoot his teammate. I mean, not his teammate, but his opponent in the back there. His teammates, though, getting taken out. And everything goes down on the other side of the map. 1v1 now. Swizz, Hoffy. Who's going to win it? Hoffy. He's 1 bullet. Swizz going to have to back up and recalculate. Both players not wanting to give an inch. And so, Swizz to extend this lead to 2. Hoffy, try and tie it up here. Does he get the spot? No. Towards the middle of the map. Who's going to win the gunfight? It's an awkward one. A lot of shots going down. The second gun comes out. Swizz not able to do it with the sniper. Hoffy keeps the Junkies alive in the 1v2. And actually, I don't even know. I think it was just a 1v1. I don't know if it was a 1v2. And so, huge win out of Hoffy to keep his team alive in this search and destroy. However, they're going to misread this. Full open pool side for the opposition. K9s getting that bomb down fast. A 4v4 retake. It's going to be if you are the Junkies. Number 7 in Novo. He's got that sniper trying to peek towards that backside, but he's not going to want a second peek at that. He knows. Number 4 in Swizz could peel his wig if he overchows that. 2 teammates do go down. If you are the Joystick Junkies, though, now a 2v4. But check to Novo. Both combined for 2. There's the third. Could the 2v4 come in? Now it's all up to Isaac. 11 and 4 on the map. But a 1v2. Knows where both players are now. Spots them out. Not going to be able to find the first. I mean, not he's going to be able to find the first. He was able to find the first. I apologize. And he does get the second. Great play out of him. Time working in his favor. And he was able to use that to his advantage. Wins both gunfights, though. Not even a question there. Bomb defuse. Ever so close, but not going to be able to finish it up. Isaac, too clean with the shots. Be able to get that done swiftly and lead his team to a 5-4 advantage. Can they close it out here? 13 and 4 is Isaac on a 3 streak. So let's stay on board with him and see how he elects to try and close this game out. And it looks like he's going to opt to try and use that not only does that get information for his team, but he does possibly get some kills. He does get taken out, though. No kills to be had. The trade's coming in from Swizz with the pistol. So now a 3v3, but without Isaac. Now a 2v3. I apologize. Kev and Kraken combined for 2. So now it's all up to Tink. 2 and 6 on the map. Is he going to check the right corner? He's not. And so 2-0 on the series. 6-4 in the search and destroy are the K9s. Great performance out of them, specifically when we're talking about Isaac. 13 and 4, and essentially didn't even play that last round. Used the Hellstorm, kind of got the information for his team, let them know where all those guys were, and they just pounced. Isaac Didn't even have to do anything. 13 and 5, 1,400 damage on the map. Huge map out of him. And he's going to close that series out. And so I'm going to figure out which team. And I'm sorry, let me go back to the maps and modes. Oh. Doing all kinds of messed up things. Hold on. But going to be a 2-0 for the K9s. And I'm going to figure out which teams we're hopping on board with soon. So stay patient. Stay with me. We will be right back. What's up? I was just seeing if I'm staying on board with you guys. Shout out Isaac winning the map and then coming in with the Twitch Prime subscription, 3 months on the channel. Big shout out to him.